Alright, YouTube, what is good? It's your boy Rebel back with another video, and today we have a new image model. So this is LongCat image. This model is actually part of a family of models. So there is the LongCat image dev, which is the undistilled model. And there is actually an edit model. So if you would like to play around with the other two, they are available. So key features of the model: this is a true developer ready foundation. So unlike typical release, the final model only approaches, we provide the dev a high plasticity, unconstrained state that avoids RL induced rigidity. This enables seamless fine tuning without fighting against over-aligned perimeter spaces. It has full stack training framework, so they ship production ready code for SFT, LoRa fine-tuning, various alignments, and specialized edit training. So every stage from pre-training data curation to reward model integration is reproducible, empowering their coordinated use of curated reward models during the RL phase establishes the model as a SOTA performing model, delivering superior text rendering capabilities and remarkable photorealism and significantly enhancing aesthetic quality. This is also only a 12 gigabyte model, so keep that in mind. It's only 6 billion parameters. So to get this model, you have two options. One, you can go to the link in the description to my Civet AI workflow and download either the dev or the non-dev model, along with all of the necessary files. Or you can go in Comfy and download the native workflow and download the files from there. So to find the Comfy template for the workflow, it's right here in the templates. All you could do, if it doesn't show up for you, is search LongCat image. If you don't have it, you probably need to update Comfy to the latest update. The only thing that I have added to this workflow is the Real Estrogen 2X upscale model, and that is to increase the resolution, because the standard max resolution available is only 1024 by 1024. With that being said, you can click the link in the description and download the workflow and files and plug it into Comfy, and you will get something that looks like this. So this is just your basic standard text to image workflow. I do have a few examples for you guys today, but I do want to run down the workflow real quick just to give you guys a quick look at it. So you have your load diffusion model, your load clip, and your load VAE. You do have this resolution selector, so this takes away from the height and width resolution values, so you don't have to input them yourself. This will maximize to 1 megapixel, so whatever the resolution is supposed to be for the selected aspect, you will get 1 megapixel worth of values. So pretty helpful node right here. I do like this. Then you have your CFG for the patch of the model running into your K sampler, which is running 50 steps max, 20 steps minimum. CFG of 4. I run Euler and simple no matter what. You have your decode and your upscaling, and then you just have, your text encode nodes and your flux guidance. So with that being said, I do have some examples for you guys today, so we'll take a look at those. So here is our first example. It is the sample prompt, and all I did was add that he is holding a sign with, LongCat image. Here we have just another example of that. Here we have a woman reading some kind of paper in like a Renaissance style. Here we have a 2.5 to 3D kind of anime photoreal style image of a woman with blue hair, kind of like a cybernetic woman. Here we have an ethnic man in a wrap with a hat on in the desert. Here we have some kind of chemist, old-timey chemist making elixirs. Very reminiscent of like Flux 1. Here we have an arcade with a sewer grate in the middle of the room. Here we have a submarine and a underwater base. I do enjoy the scenery. Placement's a little odd, and the door doesn't really make sense, but here we have an auto cat mechanic working on some kind of thing here. I like this cat. Here we have a bioluminescent forest with various plant life. I really do enjoy this. This is a very nice image. Here we have a full body portrait. Just a man standing in a parking garage. Here we have a portrait of a woman on a balcony in what would be New York, I would guess. Here we have a woman in a coffee shop enjoying some kind of coffee or tea. Only thing I'll say is 2 cups, kind of weird. Here we have a man in a puffy jacket in a heavy rainstorm. Lacking a bit of photorealism, but nevertheless still a decent image. I would accept this. Here we have a man on a subway train listening to headphones in a leather jacket. Pretty decent image. Here we have a bad example here. So this was supposed to be a mirror selfie, and it mirrored the person in the image. And not only did it do that, but it hallucinated 2 phones on the left. So just something to consider. Also, not really sure what's going on with these space bun randomness that's going on here. Here we have a woman in a like backyard area, I guess you would say, next to like a row of flowers. Very decent photoreal image. Again, this is very reminiscent of Flux One, like Flux One Dev. For some reason, I can't get that image out of my head. Like the color, the texture, the render quality, all the subjects, they all are reminiscent of Flux. Here we have like a passport with an official seal and the Kingdom of Ether. I'm not really sure what that means, but it did hallucinate travel document out of all of the text. But other than that, this is a very solid image. Textures and detail is very high, so I really think this is a great image, other than the hallucinated text. And the final example that I have for you guys today is a man in a polo shirt standing outside of a mansion. Again, very reminiscent of Flux One. I'm guessing it's just similar architecture that kind of brings the same similar outputs. That's the only thing I can really think of to kind of justify that. But this is very Flux One reminiscent, maybe like a slight upgraded Flux One. But all right, guys, that's all I'm going to have for you today. Just wanted to get this model to you guys and let you play around with it, because I feel that LTX 2.3 kind of overshadowed this in the comfy templates, and I didn't really see a lot of people talking about it. So if you guys enjoyed what you saw today, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving me a comment on the video to let me know how I did. You can also like the video. It genuinely helps the channel tremendously. So go ahead and download this model, download this workflow, and go ahead and test this model out and let me know how your guys' results are coming. If you don't mind, post some of your results in the gallery for me to see. I would really enjoy checking out some of your guys' generations. So, all right, guys, that's it. Have a nice day. Bye.